Founded in 1897, the oldest record store in America is nearly 130 years old. You wouldn't expect it to be down the street from Truman State University. Rineharts Music and Video sits off the square in Kirksville and is the only record store within 100 miles of town. The store sits connected to Rineharts News Agency, which started before the record store.
Hello, I'm Vince Jones with TMN. Today we're going to explore Rineharts.
It was run by the Rinehart family until 2000, when the family sold it to the Hildebrants. Karl Hildebrant still runs the store today.
Well, my name is Dr. Karl Hildebrant, and I am the owner of Rineharts Music and Video. We opened the music store in 1897. We are the oldest record store in the Americas.
The Rineharts had a long history in Kirksville. During our time at the store, Hildebrant gave a small lesson on the background of the two universities in town.
The state of Missouri recognized us for our contributions to the local community. It says it all in the document about our contributions to the development of Kirksville as a business hub, our contributions to the establishment of Truman, and our work establishing the Kirksville Osteopathic Schools, which is now A.T. Still University.
Okay.
And them recognizing us as having started in 1897 as the music store, making us the oldest record store in the Americas. Okay. We're the second oldest in the world.
Yeah, I saw that you were the second oldest in the world. I'm like, who would have had one before?
That'd be Spillers Records and Cardiff Wells.
Wow. I don't know what that is at all.
England.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're 3 years older than we are.
That's pretty close.
And they almost closed up at one point due to the costs of real estate, rent and stuff. Mm-hmm. They're in Cardiff, and Tower Records came to their rescue to help keep them open.
So what are you standing behind? You have a bunch of records here. What do you call this little section?
Well, the store is divided into basic media categories. And so, depending on where you're at in the store, is what you will see. Right now we're in the pop and rock and roll section where the vinyl is. And that's what's here. Other portions of the store will have jazz, blues, country and western, classical, gospel music, soundtracks, musicals, big band swing, things along that line. When coming into the store, certain things are put on the back wall because they have general appeal to a wide number of people. So all the Beatles will be down here, for example. If you're interested in Beatles, we'll have everything from basic used Beatle albums in our discount racks that we roll out on the sidewalks. They'll run anywhere from $1 up, based on that. And the Beatles will go anywhere from those dollar discount bins all the way up to what's called the butcher cover, which is Yesterday and Today, which is about a $2,500 Beatles album. So they'll run the gambit. Everyone has different tastes, and like I said, we're not gatekeepers.
Right.
If someone is interested in house or rap, I've got some nice house or rap. Different bands from like Scarface to let's see, who's this? To Post Malone, for example. It's not my type of music at my age. But as I said, we want to have stuff for just about everybody. So we can go from Janis Joplin and the Doors to Lil Wayne, Sinatra.
Rineharts doesn't only have vinyl records. The store has thousands of rare and vintage comics, games, prints, paintings, action figures, and other unique items.
What you see here, you won't find anywhere else probably for 100 miles in every direction. The main sections of the store contain modern mass media, so music, movies, video games, and related pop collectibles.
What is your method of keeping things organized and not losing things?
I have two categories.
Okay.
That which the public is allowed to touch, that which the public is not.
Okay.
If the public is not allowed to touch it, then and this is a little different here in the music store than overall, but you can touch these.
Right.
Okay? Which means they get moved in and out of order and all kinds of stuff. I don't pay much attention to this other than to alphabetize it.
Okay.
If we go over here, I can show you one because I'm
All right.
working on stuff like this right now. We are slowly going with everything the public is not allowed to touch.
Okay.
And basically it gets put into a storage tote or on a stack shelf like you'd see in a library, and it gets a reference number, and then everything that's in this tote, for example, will be will have a database.
Right.
And that database we can then just search, and it will tell us what tote, what shelf it's located in. My general thing is if the general public can handle things, then there's no way I can keep it in any order other than either a genre category, discount comic books, discount music, or alphabetized.
Right.
And we try and keep everything alphabetized.
Okay.
Hildebrant has thousands of unique items in the store and frequently purchases items from people based on consumer and personal interests.
How did you get like a lot of these collections? How do you get all this stuff?
Well, we started the music store in 1897. It's been in the same family since the beginning. As the only record store in the area at that point in time, we ordered music, we brought in music, we've always had music. So it's not so much a matter of a collection. We are a working store, not a museum. And as stuff comes in, that's how we get it. We acquire things from the general public walking through the door. We buy, sell, trade. We acquire it from estates. We buy out other businesses at liquidation. We do on occasion go and look at collections that other people have put together. We do not collect as a store. We are not gatekeepers. First business here in this area that carried the VHS and the DVDs and things along that line. As a matter of fact, when you look in the store, you'll see some old yellow bookcases that we've repurposed.
Yeah.
That was back when we had video reno, and you could come into the store and rent VHS tapes like at Blockbuster. And our general rule of thumb is modern mass media, music, movies, video games, and the related pop collectibles. We get a lot of grief from other record stores because they want to be gatekeepers. They want to tell you how to collect and what to listen to. We don't care. Figure out what you like, do what you like. That's the only thing that matters. Be happy. And so our premise, my premise, is that without music, you don't have a good movie. Right. You do not have a good play. You don't have a good video game. It's all interconnected. You cannot separate them.
Hildebrant sells many items labeled as collectibles, ranging from vintage to modern items. These items include Funko Pops, graded and slab comics, oil paintings, cards, and sports memorabilia. In Karl's store, there are many unique items that may push the boundaries of what is acceptable to sell today.
We do carry a lot of art. Is the art prurient or not? That's a question that can be made. I don't really worry about it.
Okay.
I'm not going to try and intentionally put something out that I would be uncomfortable with my 8-year-old being around.
Okay.
So, for example, there's an entire section of the store that you have to go into, has to go into.
Right.
That's because there's certain things that I don't feel comfortable making available to children. The easiest way to explain that is anime and manga.
Right.
Cultural norms in Asia are different than in the Midwest.
Right.
There are things that I would not want my 8-year-old to just have ready access to.
Right.
So all of that type of manga and anime, which is not pornographic, it's not anything like that, but it may be too violent.
Right.
It may be a little too graphic in other areas. Their issues on nudity and stuff are completely different than ours. All that material has its own section. People have to ask to see it. It's like in the news agency next door. I have lots of 1940s, 50s, 60s pinup girls. I'm not going to put them in frames and hang them all over the walls because it's a limited market. And if you want the girl in the bomber jacket, you know, that you'd see on the side of an airplane from 1943, I probably have something like that.
Okay.
It's not a big enough deal to put space. I liken it to what's out here is because we want the widest possible group of people to be able to come into the store and find things that they like.
Hildebrandt's store is cash only, and he said there's 2 reasons why.
We have been cash only for probably 30 years now.
Okay. So it wasn't always that way.
Wasn't always that way in the music store. It was kind of hard to explain other than very basic in things. Back then, you didn't get your money immediately.
Right.
And there was all kinds of hassles and stuff like that with taking credit cards and stuff along that line.
Right.
As a business, we are a cash-using business. If someone comes into the store and they want to sell us something,
Right. You're gonna pay in cash.
we're going to pay in cash. In order to have the cash, we need to be paid in cash. Otherwise, it's all digital money that we can't utilize immediately.
That makes sense.
And that's the big part of it. The other part is more of a moral issue on my part. And this is a store where there is a lot of neat stuff. And it would be very easy for somebody to spend more than what they should.
With a debit card. Or...
Period. If you walk in with a $100 bill, I'm pretty sure you could spend a $100 bill without a problem. With a credit card, that is exacerbated to a point where there could potentially be no limit. And we do not want people to come in and spend more than what they should be comfortable with in buying things. We're not going anywhere. You can always come back. It would do more harm to us for someone to come in, overspend because of an impulse,
Right.
which creates a negative feeling because they're afraid to come back because they're overspending or they shouldn't come back. We want people to come back. People don't have to spend money when they come to the store. They can come and look at stuff and leave. I mean, that's not going to hurt our feelings. But we don't want people to come in and go, well, I can't go in because I'll spend too much money. If you have to make the conscious choice of, I've got to take money with me, then you limit
Makes sense.
what you're going to spend. If you have to go to an ATM to get money, for most people, you really want it to go to an ATM and come back. If not, it was just an impulse buy.
Thank you for watching the Detours video on Rineharts down on the square. For more videos like this, you could follow us at YouTube at Truman Media Network.